My uncle was in the Navy on the island of Oahu during the Pearl Harbor invasion, and how he came to acquire it, I'm not exactly sure.
This December 7th marks the 78th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. On this week's episode of The Rewind, we'll take a look at an amazing artifact from that day, showcased on WGBH's Antiques Roadshow.
Was he a radio person?
He was a radio person in the communications department with the Navy at this Oahu station. Probably in the aftermath of the invasion, he probably just took it with him.
Put this in a folder and came home with it.
Yes.
Welcome to WGBH's The Rewind, where each week we explore the public media archives where history is preserved, online and in the vault. This week we want to know if there's an interesting heirloom in your family. Let us know in the comments below or on Twitter using the hashtag WGBHRewind. Antiques Roadshow has always featured interesting historical items, and many of them have family ties. On today's episode, we'll take a look at a clip honoring those who were there on that infamous day in Hawaii.
Well, it's pretty remarkable. This document is basically the radio transcript of the unfolding of the invasion of Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. And I've seen a lot of World War II documents relating to Pearl Harbor, but mostly, individual teletypes from different station or specific battleships that just basically saying Pearl Harbor is under attack. So to have the complete radio transcript from Hawaii, from Oahu, from the base where it was actually happening is amazing. Here we have 6 unidentified ships off the coast, and there's planes approaching, unidentified destroyer approaching the beach. And then you go on, we can read, air raid on Pearl Harbor. This is not a drill. And then it just goes on and details really the entire invasion as it was happening. So it's like a real-time description. The radio operator would be getting this information live, via Morse code, and then transcribing that, and it would be typed up and then sent out to all necessary parties through all the destroyers and battleships throughout the area. Unidentified destroyer approaching the beach. Enemy parachute troops will be wearing blue denim. I mean, it's just descriptive detail that you don't see. So really, this was like the epicenter of a day, as Roosevelt would say, lived in infamy in our history. So it's a family piece, so you inherited it, you didn't actually purchase it.
Right.
Conservatively at auction, I would put an estimate of value around $4,000 to $6,000, but it has tremendous upside potential because it's so complete. Was this the original folder that you got it in?
It is, yes.
It probably wasn't the actual folder that he had it in. These would have been coming off tear sheets, so you might want to think about doing a little bit of conservation.
Okay.
You've got some tears here. This metal is not the best material to be in contact with it. I would consider separating it out, having the sheets flattened, and putting them in archival sleeves.
Okay.
It's a fantastic piece, and I've never seen one so complete, and I'm excited that you brought it on today.
Yeah, it's been fun.
As Antiques Roadshow celebrates their 25th season, you can watch other vintage appraisals on their website or at openvault.wgbh.org. As always, tell us what you find in the comments or on Twitter using the hashtag WGBHRewind. Thanks again for unwinding with The Rewind, and we'll see you next week in the archives.